Hi guys, it's the Macintosh Guide and I'm back again with a brand new video. Now today we're going to be looking at the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the iPhone 14 Pro Max. We're also going to be looking at, from the last video, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And then just for the sake of it, we're also going to be looking at the Xiaomi 13 Pro as just for good measure from Android, because it's the only Android phone I have. So what are we going to do? Why am I making this video? Well, I wanted to look at how jumping from generation to generation on iPhone, how much of an improvement has it made, and also just how it is from the Android perspective. Now, I don't have, this is not the latest Xiaomi Pro device. They've obviously released a 14 Pro, but it's not available in the UK yet. However, the 13 Pro is the latest one I could capture in the UK. Obviously, iPhone 15 Pro Max came out just a few months ago, 14 Pro Max from last year, 12 Pro Max from 2 years ago. So we've got a good comparison that we can do here today. What will we do in this video? Well, we're going to be looking at all four devices. We're going to be looking at how performance is on all four. And then what we will also check is how gaming is. We'll do a comparison of photos just to see how photos look. And then overall at the end, we're going to just do a quick conclusion of which device is better, of course. And we're also going to be looking at, is it worth upgrading from iPhone to iPhone to iPhone on a yearly basis, or is it better to have a 2-year cycle like we have over here? And does the Android counterpart destroy any of the phones? We'll find out. So guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy this very quick video of our comparisons. Guys, I've got Geekbench 6 running on all four phones, so let's just quickly do a CPU benchmark on all of them. And let's just see how they all perform. So, as soon as the Geekbench score for the CPU test is completed, I will come back. Guys, the results are out. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has scored 2176 on the single core score and 5292 on the multi-core score. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has received single core score of 2649 and multi-core score of 6994. So that is a significant jump on the multi-core score. We're looking at another 1700 in increasing. That's incredible for the multi-core score, and we see a rise around 500 on the single core score. Now the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a jump in the single core score of around 300, but the multi-core score jumps again by another 500 or so to 7454. And then if my Xiaomi 13 Pro wouldn't shut down, it has an abysmal multi-core score of 1442 and then a multi-core score of 53 and 69. So it just barely beats the iPhone 12 Pro Max in the multi-core score, but it absolutely is half the single core score of, well, not half, sorry, but we're looking at a huge deficit here. 1442 compared to 2176 on iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is a few years old now, is outbeating in single core score and pretty much is neck and neck in the multi-core score right here. Now I'm just going to do the GPU test and then I'll bring those results back to you guys. So guys, we're back from doing the GPU benchmark, and my oh my, are we seeing a difference over here. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has scored 16304 in the GPU metal score. We see the iPhone 14 Pro Max scoring 22,854 on the GPU metal score. We see a substantial rise in the iPhone 15 Pro Max on 27,297 in the GPU score. And then the Xiaomi 13 Pro, it's terrible, guys. It's absolutely terrible. We're looking at a score of 6940 for the GPU OpenCL score. Abysmal. This is a top Android smartphone from 2023, guys, and we're seeing scores like this. It's terrible. But those are the GPU scores from Geekbench 6. So what we're now going to do is we're going to go through each smartphone and we're going to run Subway Surfers just to see how performance is, and then we'll also run Call of Duty Mobile as well. So Subway Surfers, let's start off on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. How does it function? So we're obviously running. The game can be quite addictive sometimes. I remember when this game first came out, I used to love it. But let's see how it is. So far, we've not had any stutters or any sort, so it's good to see. And Android obviously allows you to have like game mode, etc. available as well. So yeah, it's good to see that you get those options on Android, especially the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So yeah, but as you could probably tell, I'm terrible at this game. I'm not the greatest, but performance on the 13 Pro seems to be quite good, besides the Geekbench scores that we saw. But yeah, that's gaming Subway Surfers on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Let's hop onto the iPhones. We now have Subway Surfers on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and we should notice no difference to the Android. The performance is going to be quite clean and sleek. Yeah, we're not seeing any lag issues or anything of sort. And bear in mind, guys, if you play this on low power mode, you're going to be seeing some sort of differences here and there. Now we have the iPhone 14 Pro Max running Subway Surfers. And again, sorry, it's just I'm terrible at this game. It's quite smooth, guys. There's no delays of any sort. Game like Subway Surfers should run no issue on the 14 Pro Max. Again, this was a phone that came out in 2022. You shouldn't be expecting any sort of lags, especially when we saw the 12 Pro Max and the Xiaomi 13 Pro running absolutely fine and smooth. And finally, we're on the iPhone 15 Pro Max for Subway Surfers. Again, guys, this is the latest iPhone. We shouldn't be expecting any sort of lag or delays happening, besides me just being terribly bad at the game. But as you can see, it's very smooth. It looks absolutely amazing on the 15 Pro Max as well as it did on the 14 Pro Max. No complaints in that. Very smooth, very responsive as always. And bear in mind, Apple's iPhone 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro have the ability of a extra GPU core, which allows for better gaming. So guys, we're now playing Call of Duty Mobile on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. We should hopefully see some performance dips by any chance in the game. I'm absolutely dog rubbish at this game. And now we're playing on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the same Call of Duty game. As you can tell, we're playing against bots, so we're not going to be seeing any crazy gameplay. This game is so difficult to play when you're playing on the phone, but I died, as you can tell, against bots. It is what it is, guys. We're now playing on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Guys, I am terribly rubbish at this game. I have to play this with a controller, and I should have done that. I should have played this with a controller. Ah, there you go, I got my first kill. Where's this guy going? He was right here. But guys, it is a struggle to play this game. So guys, I've got it loaded on the 15 Pro Max. One thing I realized is the side overlays over the dynamic island, which is a bit odd. I think it's because the game has not been fully updated for the screen for the 15 Pro Max, but Yeah, noticing a lot of these issues. I wasn't noticing that on the 14 Pro Max. Let's see if we can find a game to play. But yeah, just one little hiccup I see for the 15 Pro Max. Oh, seems like we're playing on Nuketown. Again, as I mentioned on all the previous videos I just did, I am terrible at this game. So I am not going to be giving you high quality type of gameplay here, guys. Half of these people are probably playing with controllers. And I already died. Let's see if we can do anything again. But I'll say one thing. Oh, double kill. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, the battery. All three iPhones are on 100%. I can confirm that by showing you that over here. All three of them are 100%. The screen on time and the idle time, I'm not sure if this is actually accurate for me, because I can never get the ridiculous hours that the YouTubers show. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I don't seem to be getting that. I've got the always on display on both the iPhones. As you can see, it's showing there's always screen on time, home and lock screen always been active. Whereas the 12 Pro Max doesn't have that capability. But again, this phone has 100% battery. This is how I got it from the previous video. So I haven't been able to use it as much. But the Android, what I do like about Android is that they mention how many potential hours of battery you still have remaining. So there's 97% battery left, but it says you could potentially still run it for another 24 hours and 36 minutes. And with ultra saver battery mode, you can get another 79 hours and 28 minutes instead. Whereas on the iPhones, you could probably get another hour or so back with low power mode. So yeah, it's a great feature. However, I do realize on Android the battery does slip a bit more compared to the iPhones, but that's the battery. So as you can see, I've put 4 pictures up of the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max and the Xiaomi 13 Pro. From the pictures you guys can see that the quality is pretty much the same, guys. I didn't go out there and do photo shoots and stuff like that. I'm not that extravagant. But you can see that in the iPhones, the color looks more greenish, but the Xiaomi makes the color look more bluish. Now, the actual natural color is the greenish color. So it's your guys' choice to see which one you think is better, and leave that comment below to let me know which one you think was a better picture. Now, overall, what do I think? Well, if you have an iPhone 12 Pro Max in 2023 going into 2024, you'll be fine. The iPhone, it's a fantastic phone. It runs smooth. You'll have no issues at all. Would I suggest, if you wanted to upgrade, I would suggest upgrade to the 15 Pro Max, hands down. iPhone 14 Pro Max. This came out in 2022. If you have this phone, you should not bother about upgrading this device, especially to the 15 Pro Max. You should probably wait until the iPhone 16 Pro Max, so the 16 series in general, or you could probably go another year after that and wait until the 17 series, depending on what your budget requirements are. But 14 Pro Max users, you will have no issues of running this device. iPhone 15 Pro Max. Well, this device just came out, and in honesty, it is a gem to have. I love it. It feels great. I love the extra screen real estate we've got. And in honesty, it's a splendid, splendid device to own. And I believe, if you're going to buy an iPhone, you're not going wrong with a 15 Pro Max. And last of all, the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now, I don't have another Android device that's from 2023. I'm trying to pick up a Pixel 8 Pro for you guys to do a review on. However, do I suggest getting a Xiaomi 13 Pro? In honesty, I don't really suggest it. It's a great device to be able to handle your regular needs, but if you are looking for an Android device, maybe go for the Samsungs. I think they're probably worth getting the phone instead of the 13 Pro. The 14 Pro is of course out. If you want to dip your feet into that one, be my guest. But I would kind of stay away from the Xiaomi. If you're going for a good, great Android experience, Samsung and Google have that for you. But yeah, overall, guys, thank you for watching. My suggestion will always be go for the iPhones. I'm an Apple channel, but iPhones are just very easy to use, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.